Chapter 66 of Revelations of Divine Love, read for LibriVox.org by David Barnes. Revelations of Divine Love by Julian of Norwich. The 15th Revelation. Chapter 66. All was closed, and I saw no more. For the folly of feeling a little bodily pain, I unwisely lost for the time the comfort of all this blessed showing of our Lord God. And after this the good Lord showed the 16th revelation on the night following, as I shall tell after, which 16th was conclusion and confirmation to all 15. But first me behoveth to tell you as anent my feebleness, wretchedness, and blindness. I have said in the beginning, and in this moment all my pain was suddenly taken from me, of which pain I had no grief nor distress, as long as the 15 showings lasted following. And at the end all was closed, and I saw no more. And soon I felt that I should live and languish, and anon my sickness came again, first in my head with a sound and a din, and suddenly all my body was fulfilled with sickness like as it was afore, and I was as barren and as dry as if I never had comfort but little. And as a wretched creature I moaned and cried for feeling of my bodily pains, and for failing of comfort, spiritual and bodily. Then came a religious person to me, and asked me how I fared. I said I had raved to-day, and he laughed loud and heartily. And I said, The cross that stood afore my face, methought it bled fast. And with this word the person that I spake to waxed all sober, and marvelled. And anon I was sore ashamed and astonished for my recklessness, and I thought, This man taketh in sober earnest the least word that I might say. Then said I no more thereof. And when I saw that he took it earnestly, and with so great reverence, I wept, full greatly ashamed, and would have been shriven. But at that time I could tell it no priest, for I thought, How should a priest believe me? I believe not our Lord God. This showing I believed verily for the time that I saw him, and so was then my will and my meaning ever for to do without end. But as a fool I let it pass from my mind. Ah, lo, the wretch that I am! This was a great sin, great unkindness, that I, for folly of feeling of a little bodily pain, so unwisely lost for the time the comfort of all this blessed showing of our Lord God. Here may you see what I am of myself. But herein would our courteous Lord not leave me, and I lay still till night, trusting in his mercy. And then I began to sleep. And in the sleep, at the beginning, methought the fiend set him on my throat, putting forth a visage full near my face, like a young man's, and it was long and wondrous lean. I saw never none such. The colour was red like the tile stone when it is new burnt, with black spots therein like black freckles, fouler than the tile stone. His hair was red as dust, clipped in front, with full locks hanging on the temples. He grinned on me with a malicious semblance, showing white teeth, and so much methought it the more horrible. Body nor hands had he none shapely, but with his paws he held me in the throat, and would have strangled me, but he might not. This terrible showing was made whilst I was sleeping, and so was none other. But in all this time I trusted to be saved and kept by the mercy of God. and our courteous Lord gave me grace to waken, and scarcely had I my life. The persons that were with me looked on me, and wet my temples, and my heart began to comfort. And anon a light smoke came in the door, with a great heat and a foul stench. I said, Benedicte Domine, it is all on fire that is here. And I weened it had been a bodily fire that should have burnt us all to death. I asked them that were with me if they felt any stench. They said, Nay, they felt none. I said, Blessed be God, for then wist I well it was the fiend that was come to tempest me. And anon I took to that which our Lord had showed me on the same day, with all the faith of Holy Church, for I beheld it is both one, and fled thereto as to my comfort. And anon all vanished away, and I was brought to great rest and peace, without sickness of body or dread of conscience. End of chapter 66. This recording is in the public domain.